fuck is my cord? Where's my oh, here it is. I'm gonna say, where the hell? Ladies, man, yeah, let go. Let go. Yes, 2026. Now that's what the fuck I'm talking about. This is 2026 Karma Takedown. Yes, y'all. Let's welcome 2026. Y'all see what that say? I'm the greatest. Y'all, let's welcome 2026, y'all. Let me turn on my light so y'all can see me. Let's welcome 2026 in, y'all. Let's welcome 2026 in, y'all. Yo! Let's wave in the flags. Yes, 2026. Yes, 2026. 2026 is the karma year for takedown. Word on the street, Mr. Tommy LaShawn Davis Jr. got to turn himself in. You got to turn yourself in, Mr. Big Mouth. You got to turn yourself into the po-po that you thought that you was going to call on somebody else. Now you got to turn yourself in. Girl, make it work. Ain't God good? Ain't God good? Word on the street. Tommy the Gossip got to turn himself in. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it for the simple fact his karma is 2026. Should I say, have been on YouTube for the last, since he's been on since April of 2025. Since April of 2025, he's been harassing mothers with children, women, stalking people because they don't want to be with them, sending threats out, scamming his supporters, and now he's about to face kind of ability and his karma, and it's a blessing. Yes, let's go. And look, let's make it very clear. I am so proud of all the people that he tried to bully, harass, and everything else came together and did what they had to do. That was what they were supposed to do. Come together and take this big mouth, loud mouth bastard down. And that's what they did. And that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I blame me personally, even though he's old enough to be accountable for his own dysfunctional behavior, but I also blame the bloggers as Bedtime, SL Davis, Blast, and that faggot dude that's hiding behind a Barbie doll face. All of them, I blame all of them too, because they are the ones that kept promoting his dysfunctional behavior and laughing about it and thinking it was cool. Oh, Tommy on Cuz K out. Tommy threatened K's kids and thought it was cool and keep posting it because they wanted to get views. Okay? And that created more of a monster thinking that he was untouchable. Okay? So I don't have no motherfucking sympathy for no motherfucking Tommy the Gossip. And he is definitely not a victim. He's definitely not a victim. And God don't bless no mess. No mess whatsoever. And the problem here was Tommy thought that he could get online and make up lies make up lies about people, make threats to children, make threats to women, and think that when people start doing it to him, now he wants to call he's a victim. Oh, everybody got to go get what's that other dude? Messy Doll. Everybody run the Messy Doll because just like you think or said that you had people working for you, they run the Messy Doll because Messy Doll is the one that created you, created you. Okay, but that's not the point. The point is he thought he was bigger than the game. Okay, so now Tommy the Gossip King, where you say he lives with you, no, he don't. But now he got both of his parents are going to be in jail, and that's a good thing because he don't need to be around none of you motherfuckers. Okay, so you claim you had all this family and all this good. No, you don't. But if you do, they don't give a fuck about you. But in all reality, I blame 45% of it on the bloggers. Because first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we as human beings have to stop giving these men in wigs women titles. And what I mean by that, calling them Mrs., Miss, her, she's, women titles. Because as you can see, it's getting out of hand with these niggas in wigs, with these men in wigs, because they feel that if they put on a wig and try to perpetrate a fraud, impersonate a woman, that they know more than women, or think that they can be aggressive to women. That's why you got to stop promoting this shit. All these dumb older women such as S.L. Davis, Bedtime, and motherfucking Blast, and Story Time, and all them faggots, and that fat faggot that's hiding behind that fat pear-shaped motherfucker that's hiding behind a black baby doll face, and his name is I'm not gonna say his title, but y'all know who I'm talking about. They all promote bullshit. And to sit up here and call a grown ass man like y'all be doing with that dude that say, Charles, your lunch is ready. Y'all call that nigga, what y'all be calling that nigga? What's that nigga's name? Mrs. Netta. That's a grown ass man. That's a grown ass man. These are grown ass men that we're allowing to put on wigs and be disrespectful to women. So that's what happened to Tommy the Gossip. Now, you, Tommy the Gossip, you wanted to act like you was the big bad wolf on YouTube. Now everybody huffed and puffed and blew your motherfucking house, and now you got to turn yourself in to the popo that you try to call on that young girl Zed. You know, let's make this clear, and I'm gonna make this as loud as possible. Okay, y'all know I don't like Tommy. Okay, I don't like Tommy. I don't like his disposition. I don't like who he is, and I don't like his characteristics. But when he did that to Shamar, that made me start growing more of vengeance and angry against him and hatred towards him. Because if you or anybody could go and fight a disabled person, like everybody sees Shamar is crippled, disabled like a motherfucker, mentally and physically. Shamar is disabled. No matter if he's coming up or going down, he's disabled. And nobody should have been putting his hands on that disabled man. And if y'all ever go to the internet, look up how he beat. Look up Tommy beats up Shamar in the park, and y'all gonna see Tommy. Now, remind you that the medical problem that Shamar has to do with his bones and everything. So in the video, you see Tommy throwing Shamar all over the ground, kicking him, punching him. So how is that Shamar's best friend? Okay, so that's what started me to say, damn, this nigga, we got to do something about this nigga. So then when he made when he y'all souped him up to think that he was all tough and everything, then when he made that threat to me and my brothers, and we pulled up on that nigga. Okay, why he didn't bring that his pistol out there? He claimed he got a pistol and he showed, so I don't know whether it was real or not. I don't know. But why he didn't bring that shit out there when me and my brothers was up there? Okay, see, he knows, he picks and chooses who to fight with. So now he picks on this 21-year-old woman. 21-year-old woman, Zay. To the point that he's threatening to shoot her. And y'all glorifying this and super him up and think that's what he's supposed to do. So he threatened this young girl, 21-year-old girl, Zay. So now she calls the police, not knowing that she had a damn warrant for her arrest. So let me just make this very clear. And I don't care who don't like it. Absolutely what I did today and going to continue to do until I take Tommy the Gossip down 110%. Denise, hi baby. How are you? God bless you, sweetheart. Happy New Year's. How was your day? Beautiful. And thanks for the love. And I respect you just as much as you respect me. Hi, beautiful. How was your day? Okay, so now when he made that threat to me, when Tommy made that threat to me and my brothers, and we came up to Atlanta, and he wouldn't come outside for that weekend, pissed me all the way up. Because he wouldn't be here today. So I'm gonna leave it like that. But now, because I couldn't, and he won't give us that lick. Oh, you damn right, Tommy the Gossip. I am definitely coming for your platform. And thank you, you stupid, uneducated bastard. Thank you, Tommy the Gossip, for showing that whether if it was a real pistol or a fake pistol. Thank you for showing that pistol on YouTube. Because that's what's going to really help me take your motherfucking platform down. If it ain't already. But word on the street is you got to turn yourself in. But even if you do turn yourself in, I'm going to still make sure your platform is taken down. Because if you look at it, y'all, his platform is nothing but violence, harassing, stalking, threatening, not just women, but children too. Then he talks about everybody else's children, and then when somebody talks about King, this disabilities and what King is going through with his two dysfunctional father and mother, he gets mad. See, Tommy, you can't sit up here and think that you was better than everybody, bringing people up to your platform, trying to degrade them and trying to cause chaos in other people's family, trying to get in touch with people's fathers and brothers and sisters and mothers and cousins and uncles. And yo, you was doing too much. Now that the people that you was harassing, whoa, they are pulling together. And that's what they supposed to do, to take you down. So since you felt the need to threaten that young girl Mr. Big Bad, and I'm on the dead homies. Your ass got to turn yourself in. But to threaten a woman, you a dude, my nigga. You a gay man. And she's 21 years of age. And you online talking about you gonna shoot her, you gonna kill her, you gonna kill Kay and her kids. So thank you, you uneducated road rat with a wig on. Okay? Thank you, Possum Face. Thank you, Tommy the Gossip, for helping me build my case against you to take your platform down. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody say thank you to Tommy the Gossip for bringing that gun on YouTube and showing it and clicking it and making those threats. Everybody thank him, please. Show the love and thank Tommy the Gossip for helping us take down his own platform. See, he's his own downfall. It's a difference when you have an argument. Exactly. You go, babe. You do your thing, Denise. You do your thing, babe. And cause you know why? And I blame. I also give 45% of the blame to the bloggers that was promoting his bad dysfunctional habit, promoting the fact that it was okay for him to threaten Miss K and her children. It was okay for him to keep threatening real women, wanting to fight real women. But they kept promoting it. And that's what made this asshole think he was better than the program. Because they kept promoting his bullshit because of views. Now, only person that's going to suffer, who's been suffering since he's been born from two dysfunctional parents, is King. And not really, because King does much better when he's with the mother's godmother. Because in all reality, King does not stay with Tommy. Just because he stays at night, he doesn't stay with Tommy. And y'all know who got children and that has CPS's cases and knows that if a child is staying with you or your children is staying with you, they have to have their own bedroom. And you have your own bedroom. Not put your child in the living room on a couch. Okay? So that right there was a lie talking about, oh, yeah, I keep my son. The only reason why I don't keep my son is because he live on the east side and I live over here and I ain't going to drive back and forth. Fuck all that. That's a bullshit lie. Okay? Knowingly that he's in the CPN mental health HIV program is why, one, he has that one bedroom. Okay? Okay, let's keep it clear. Okay, so what I don't like about is, and I don't know, no disrespect to anybody, because you got your own opinions and your own uneducated minds and dysfunctional ways, but I blame these old ass motherfucking women that get up on their platforms and call all these men in wigs she's, hers, Mrs., Ms., all the ladies' phrases. Okay? Hey, let me tell you something, baby. Denise, you in my group. Okay? You in our group, should I say. And ain't nobody gonna, you are more than welcome to express yourself any way you want to express yourself. Okay, and I want y'all to know that the ones that do come up in the group, I don't ask y'all for no money. I don't want your money. All you got to do is like and subscribe, because this group is about people feeling comfortable expressing themselves about certain things that not just not just certain things that they going through in life or they seen on the internet. So, sweetheart, thank you. I'm telling you, you are more than welcome to say anything you want to say up in here. Okay? Because this group ain't about negativity. This group ain't about disrespectful shit. It's about talking about disrespectful shit and talking about change and what we got to do to change what's going on. And I'm so glad that this happened yesterday. Not I'm not glad that that 21-year-old woman is in jail behind the messiness of Tommy the gossip, but I'm so glad that they attacked him the same way he's been attacking people since April of 2025. Okay, so you cannot be the boy who cried wolf. Let's talk about it. You cannot be the boy who cries wolf when you put other people's address out on the internet, when you call and try to take people's children away, you just disrespect women and children. You stalk people that don't want to be with you. He's been this his whole platform. Excuse me. His whole platform. I'm not smoking tonight on live because my coworkers are all up in here. So they I'm a smoke when I get off. Like I smoked before I got online, so y'all already know what I do. But I'm just saying, by allowing these gay men that put on wigs and And you know what, Denise? You know what, Denise? That's why I swear to God on life, me and Twin and I, excuse my French, Twin and I started these those short stories. I had to make 50 shorts. I had to make over 100 short stories to get up to 50 people to like. The purpose for this group was to come up here to change things because it was too much violence. It's too many negative platforms up here, and they were allowing Tommy to bully everybody because they so into let's talk about drama. Let's keep the drama going. Let's make sure that Tommy fights everybody. Let's make sure Tommy takes down everybody and talk about everybody. But now that the tables are turned and all the people that he tried to talk about are ganging together, unity to take him down. Because first and foremost, he helped us take him down when he got on live with that fucking, I don't know if it was a real gun or a fake gun, but when he showed that pistol on live and threatened that 21-year-old woman. Okay, she's young, she's 21. We're older than that woman. Okay, and he was okay with her when she wanted to take that $1,000 to go beat up Kay and her kids. But now because she took a page out of his scrapbook and turned on him, now he's mad. See, that's what it is. Tommy gets mad when people talk about him and tell his truth. That's why he gets mad and say why everybody gotta run the what's his name? Messy Down, because they know Messy Down also knows your truth, and they want to take you down because you made your platform your job, you say, and you was meant and put in position to gossip and make stories up and everything else about other people's lives. Now it's coming back on him. So sometimes um um Denise, karma is definitely a bitch. Okay, because You can't throw stones and think that your windows ain't gonna get broken. You can't throw stones at people and think that people is not gonna throw stones and break your window. You feel what I'm saying? So I am overly happy what's going on with Tommy the Gossip. You know what I'm saying? I'm overly happy what's going on in his takedown. 2026 is the best year ever. Thank you, Miss Denise. I love you. I love you. And you know what? It's not. You know what? Let me just say this, Miss Denise. He is so angry now to the point he's threatening his supporters now. If y'all don't send no money, I'm not talking. If y'all don't do what I say, I'm not talking. So now he's threatening his supporters. He's that mad because he started this. He started this chaos with this 21-year-old woman, and then when the way that it changed up on him, he's so angry now. Um, to the point he's threatening his supporters now because not for nothing some of his supporters came in the group last night and I salute them to the fullest because now their eyes is open, even though their eyes was open just like you, Miss Denise. Even though your eyes was open a little, y'all, a little bit of his bullshit was probably a little bit entertaining, okay? But then when he took it, every time he doesn't know when to stop. He always tries to take it to the next level, try to disrespect people's mama, try to disrespect people's children, try to act like he's pulling up on people's housing. He's took it to a whole different level where it shouldn't have been that. If it was about him, you see what happens to Tasha K when she oversteps her boundaries, she gets sued. She got three lawsuits that she had, Cardi B, Nelly, and this last lawsuit that they just put out on her. And Jaguar put up one on her. So you see what happens when you overstep your boundaries, and that's what happened, and that's what's happening now. Tommy overstepped his boundaries. It's one thing to get up here and and socialize with your supporters and make them laugh. I love making y'all laugh. I love having just talk about every and anything because on this live, this whole hour, I'm going to talk about Tommy because it's meant to talk about. But then I'm going to switch it up and talk about other things that I really want to address. But what I'm going to say with Tommy the Gossip, he overstepped his boundaries. Yeah, it was entertaining at first, but it's out of control and it's not funny to hurt anyone or stalk them. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I kept telling y'all, not because I wanted to get the views and the subscribers, I was telling y'all the truth all along. And y'all are seeing that now. And let me just say this, and not just because this is my adopted brother or just because I love him to death, it's because when Alvo, I've been following Alvo since he was 19 years of age, but when he, between 19, 20, and 21, he was confused and didn't know how to come out the closet. But at 21, Tommy met Alvo on stalking him already on the internet and then persuaded this 21-year-old kid to come into your house and then you wanted to throw yourself on him. Now he rejected you at 21, then he turned 22 when he left you, and then you decide to stalk him, and he's 25 now. So that's what I was trying to tell y'all, how of a predator he is. Okay? He pried on Alvo. Okay, let's play like we're in a fake relationship just to try to get that man to have sex with him. as a manipulator as he is, because Tommy's 30 years of age. Okay, Albert was 21 when he met Tommy. Okay, so the predicament that he was in, he felt like he had to sell his body to be whatever. That was his story because he told his own. He told his truth. Albert told his truth. Okay, but for Tommy to stalk him all these years because he left Tommy when he turned 22 years old. He left that house because Tommy was throwing himself at him. Okay, so 22, 23, 24, 25. Here it is almost, he'll be 26 this year. Here it is almost 5 years later. He's still stalking this young man because of rejection. That's the only beef Tommy has with Alvo, because Alvo gave the love that he wanted to Shamar and was with Shamar. So the beef that he has with Alvo is because Alvo rejected him. No other reason. Okay? So while he's doing all of this dysfunctional behavior, Miss Denise, people, the bloggers, are promoting it. No, baby, you can type as long as you can type. You can type this whole page if you want to, but you expressing yourself because you know we get. Wait, let me finish reading it before I say what I'm about to say too much, and understand that everyone is going for it. The only problem I had with Albert was he was being disrespectful. Um, and that's your opinion because you know he was being disrespectful to the women that was being disrespectful to him, and I get it, and I get that. And a lot of people, even though he said the same thing to himself that he was being a little disrespectful, and I get it, but he also knows when to apologize though, and I don't want to compare neither one because at this point, um he got mad at Alvo because yesterday when that happened, when Zay was on Instagram, Alvo was protecting this young black woman and saying, and y'all know Alvo protects women. He don't want to fight women and nothing like that. He does apologize when he knows that he says things, but you got to remember that the ones that was disrespecting him is the ones that he was disrespecting. But that didn't give him the right to do that, but it didn't give them the right to disrespect him either. So you know what I'm saying? Two rights don't make a wrong, but at least he's man enough to say, I too had an issue, and you know what I'm saying? So um with Tommy, he takes it to another level. And he got mad because Alva was protecting this young black 21 years of age woman. This woman's a child to us. I'm 40 years old. So if I'm 40 and you say you old enough to be my mother, you older than me. Okay? So a 21-year-old is a child to us because I have a niece that's 21 years old. Okay, I have another great niece that's 22 years old, and so on and so forth. Those are children, not children as you know what I'm saying, but those are young adults to us, where we shouldn't be threatening them, threatening to kill them because they fighting back. You know, because the only thing Zai did was took a page out of Tommy's motherfucking page, out of Tommy's book. Okay, he's up here disrespecting people. So what she did was, but she reversed that and did the same thing. So because she set out to destroy him, like he was out to destroy her, because he wanted to get to know her mother, her father, her brother, her sister, everybody. So he got mad. Then he got extremely mad when Miss K, the one that he put a hit out on, the $1,000 hit out on her and her 4-year-old child, got up in the mix He's overly messy. Then here comes Messy now. Okay, so these are all the people that he's been torturing from his platform, Miss Denise. They all coming together. I don't see nothing wrong with it because enough is enough. You know, by us, not me, because I don't follow Tommy the Gossip. I just get clips. My people just send me clips because they already know how goofy and funny I am and how I'm gonna break it down. But I don't follow him. But the people that did follow him and the bloggers that kept posting all his negativities, no matter if it was against what you had to the point where he kept. Let's make it clear, y'all. Okay, Miss D, I'm gonna make it clear to you, Denise. Tommy don't know Miss K. Ain't never, ever, ever in life been around Miss K. He knows of Miss K from her being Shamar's manager about Miss K managing him, and he ran with it. So it's not like he know this woman. Okay. Okay, yes, Miss Denise. You know, and excuse me. Um, I'm not smoking tonight because I'm so focused on what I wanted to say through this whole entire what I was coming. I was supposed to come up here at 8 o'clock. I came up here at 7 because I am so focused because it enough is enough, and now it's time to take the bully down, and that's exactly what's going on. I don't see nothing because Tommy's trying to play this manipulation game. Oh yeah, they always want to run the messy down and they all want to come together and try to take me down. Exactly. Because these are the people that you tortured. These are the people that you threatened. These are the people that you not only threatened them, but their children, their mothers. Okay? So while they all, baby, you are more than welcome, Miss Denise. And anytime you feel the need that you want to express yourself, you are more than welcome because all are welcome in here. Men, women that are born women. We all are welcome in here. I'm just not gonna play that man in the wig shit. I'm not calling no man in the wig, no miss, no he, no she's, no none of that. And the same with the lesbians that want to be men. I'm not calling them no boy, no him, no none of that. You gonna be what you was born, a woman and a man. Okay, so if y'all feel like y'all want to express yourself, how long you want to express yourself, do that. This group is not about cutting nobody off. This group is not about bringing nobody down. Okay, this group is not about we all gonna jump up and talk about Tommy. I talk about Tommy because of the fact that he threatened me and my brothers. I talk about Tommy because I don't like his behavior. I don't accept the fact that you would ever, whatever, I repeat one more time, whatever each and every one of us is going through in life, good or bad, should not be judged by a bum like Tommy. And that's what was going on. He thought that, okay, all of us aren't in good predicaments in life. Some people are going through addiction. Some people are going through mental health issues. Some people are going through housing situation. But he takes all of that and use it in a negative way. Look what he did to that dude, Clue. Okay, Clue was an addict going through his own thing. And I know as an ex-drug dealer, and I seen a lot of things such as addicts that have good houses, good cars, and they get addicted to drugs. They lose everything and they start living on the streets. But It's on that person to hit rock bottom to say, okay, I'm tired of this. And that's exactly what Clue has hit. Rock bottom to the point he said he was tired of running the street. So he got himself a job, he got himself an apartment. But what did Tommy do? He took that in a negative way. Oh, about time. It took you so long to get an apartment. You got an empty apartment. You finally got a job. It don't matter. See, this is the point. Is Tommy thinks that he's. I'm not gonna say Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ don't have children like that to love. Okay, he's the devil's son. He thinks that he can pick on people that are in a struggle and trying to come up from a struggle. Just like I'm gonna say her name one more time, and this will be the last time I say her name. I'm gonna start calling her by the name that I gave her, Bart Simpson wig wearing ass bitch. Selena Davis. Selena Davis. Okay, SL Davis. Okay, just how she is a hypocrite. Okay, and the rest of them, bedtime, blast, and the pear shaped dude that's hiding behind a Barbie doll face, and all of them. Okay, when they kept um, promoting the fact that Tommy was fucking disrespecting Miss K. They don't know Miss K from a pan of cake. Just like Tommy don't really know her. He just takes you put a video up, he'll take what he wants to put as a negative thing. But my point here is how they was promoting him to disrespect this woman and her children. Okay? And these are grown ass women that are older than me. Promoting this shit. Okay, but then turning around, calling all these fucking men in wigs. Look at her, You know, same thing with that dude Ken. That they say his name. He go by Kylie. Okay, that's a grown ass man. I don't give a fuck what he tries to look like in the camera. That's a grown ass man in a wig. Okay, but his situations from homeless houses and everything, that's his business. That's his struggle. Why do Tommy feel the need to think that it's okay to fuck and talk about somebody else's struggle when he has a struggle of his own? So now his struggles are coming out. His HIV, his to the point where he's in a CPN. All his business is hitting the platform, and now he's an angry bird. He's an angry bird to now he's threatening his supporters. If they don't send him money, he's not gonna talk. You know what, Miss Denise, um, I wouldn't really call you a hypocrite because not for nothing. If if Alva wasn't up here doing his thing, and uh, there wouldn't be no excitement. But Alva's a funny dude. To me, he's a funny dude because he shared his life and his life experience. Tommy is different. He's trying to tear people's soul down. He's trying to make people feel like good. And look at him. What? Look at him. Okay, I'm not telling you to judge him, but look at him. What makes you think he's in any predicament to judge anybody? Okay, look at him. Look at him. Look at his career. Look at him. His whole platform is about being angry. He's an angry bird. He pretends to smile. When you see him pretending to have a smile, you can see he ain't really ready to smile. He ain't got nothing really to smile about. Who They can't call you no hypocrite because you know why, Miss Denise? Because, like I said, you a grown woman. You entitled to be on anybody's platform you want to be on, and not only just you, Miss Denise, but his whole platform are starting to really understand. They knew, they knew that everything that Tommy was saying and doing to people was wrong, and lies, and just for views and everything. Okay, but they knew it was wrong. Okay, but because of, we want to see drama, we want to, people got that, the people that got that kind of spirit that always want to see evil things. The people that promote Tommy are drug addicts, going through mental health issues of their own, going through accountable for his action. Okay, they all drug addicts. Okay, they all got their own mental and physical issues that they're going through, but because they're so miserable and they don't have a life of their own, they congregated with Tommy because he's miserable and don't have a life of his own. I ain't never in life know somebody that says, I got $6,000 and I got all this money and I'm sitting in the motherfucking house all day smoking on a motherfucking hookah all day long. What motherfucking person you know that just give up on life? Let Tommy tell him he's the biggest person in the world. He got this, he got that, he got that. He's richer than all of us. Let's keep it 100. He richer than all of us. Are you serious? He don't have a life. Only time that he had a life is when Shamar was around, when he was trying to bully Shamar. And then you see that Shamar is not really being around him no more. It's because the management crew don't want him around no bullshit or in bullshit. So and that's a good thing for Shamar, because first and foremost, why in the fuck would I want to be a friend with somebody that made a video, 2 videos, not one, but 2 videos of Tommy the Gossip dragging Shamar, literally dragging Shamar on the ground, kicking him, throwing him around like a motherfucking wet piece of paper or a garbage bag, throwing him around, slamming him on the ground, kicking him, punching him all in the face. Now, how is that a good friend? So, what Shamar felt the need to, because we all have to forgive in order to get our blessings from the Lord, okay? Even myself, okay? Including myself. But let's make it clear. Tommy the Gossip abused Shamar, okay? Shamar, for some reason, I guess, the reason why Shamar and Tommy became back friends is because Tommy was trying to keep Alvo and Shamar from away from each other. Okay? Because his obsession, with Alvo. That was the only reason why he pretended to be Shamar's friend, to keep Shamar away from Alvo, and to have Shamar to start arguing with Alvo. That's the only reason why he tried to be Shamar's friend again. Okay? Let's keep it real. Because when he found out and seen that Shamar picked Alvo up from prison, and how Alvo was at Shamar's house when he got out of prison, that ate his ass up. So his intentions was to let me tell Shamar I'm sorry, and keep Shamar away from Alvo, because y'all know he's obsessed with Alvo. Okay, but in all reality, his behavior had to get checked. So that's why I said I salute 2026, and I salute all of his victims that he terrorized on this internet. I salute every last one of them for coming together to take him down, because it's too much. It's too much. And now, word on the street, he has to turn himself in. Did you know that, Miss Denise? He has to turn himself, Tommy has to turn himself in. Because, first and foremost, you cannot be on a platform being dysfunctional, excuse me for a second. Um, I'm being dysfunctional. And first and foremost, let me say this. I don't own the rights to my music, but if you know me, you know how I do. I'm going to play my music anyway because this is my motherfucking house and I pay the motherfucking bills to be the boss up in here. So I don't own the right to this music, but I'm going to play it anyway. And you're going to hear it anyway. But it does not give Tommy the right. He oversteps his boundaries. So now, yeah, yeah, he got to turn our word on the street. He got to turn himself in. And I got the and you know what? And I'm gonna give two thumbs up. Two thumbs up. I hope Miss K, I swear to God, I hope Miss K bring, since he wanted to threaten that 21-year-old woman, Miss what's her name? Zai, and keep talking about Kay and calling Kay's kids gay and all this other shit. I am so glad that she's gonna. I hope, not glad because I don't know if she's doing it or not, but I hope she takes that video where he says, "I'll give somebody $1,000 to go jump on Kay and her kids." I hope she also takes that to the police and show the police his platform and show the police that he's the instigator through all of this. So when I did, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, because I ain't no future in fronting with me, and I don't give a damn who don't like it. I called down to the same what y'all call Marigat with the I called down to the police department. Yeah, and then he gets mad when somebody talks about King and his own best friend Shamar said that he touched his own son. So you know what I'm saying. But let me just say this: I called down to the police department today because I wanted to be there or be a spokesperson for um, Zay, because I think I just felt like it was a need to call the and talk to the detective that was handling or was going to handle the case that Tommy created, because Tommy's the one that called the police. Okay, so that that's what made that young woman call the police, because he threatened her. He threatened to shoot this woman because this 21-year-old woman was doing on to him like he did onto her. Okay, so I called out to the police department and I wanted to speak up for her, thinking that she's in jail because of what was going on with Tommy, but come to find out she has her own warrant. She had a warrant for her arrest. But the officer was polite, and I said to him, you know, not for nothing, and not to put YouTube in it, but YouTube is also a part of this because they allowed this behavior. So I told the police officer today, because I thought this young woman should have somebody to stick up for her. So as an advocate on the internet that's trying to, I told the police officer, I said, as an advocate on the internet, I felt the need to speak up for this young woman, because this young woman was provoked by Tommy the Gossip, Tommy LeVarn Davis Jr., Latrell Davis Jr. Okay, and I said to the police department, I said, and I just want to speak up for the young lady, because she was scared because this man threatened her with a gun on YouTube. So he took that and said to me, "Thank you." And I said, "You're welcome." And he said, there's nothing's going to happen to that young lady. Um, um, yeah, because from what people saying, her mother's in jail, and then when I seen her brother, uh, um, uh, saying that's fucked up, that they should have left his sister alone. I felt the need that an adult should have, you know, um, took a part of it. So that's why I called the police, and I spoke to the police officer that he thought that he was going to make a complaint. This is what Tommy was trying to do. He's mad because Kay told the whole world about his HIV status, which we already knew his HIV status. Okay, y'all just overlooked it, and his herpes status, y'all just overlooked it. But let's keep it real. Okay, how he threatened that young woman. I felt the need, Miss Denise. I felt the need as an older adult to stand up for that young woman. So when I called the police and told them and talked to them, I also told them all you have to do is go up on YouTube and look up Tommy the Gossip and go through his whole entire platform, and you're going to see how he's been bullying, harassing, stalking, threatening, and everything else dysfunctional against guidelines on any platform, how he's been the problem all this time. That's why I did what I did today when I called down to the police department, because I felt that it was a need to stick up for that young lady. Because first and foremost, she's 21 years of age. She's trying to find herself as a young adult. Okay, and it doesn't seem that she has too many mother figures or positive figures in her life. So I felt the need to stick up for her, Miss Janet. So yes, I called the police department to make sure that this young woman wasn't charged for what happened on this internet when she was the one being provoked and Tommy was threatening her just because she did what he's been doing. She made what she do? She put his name on the Hall of Fame, her Hall of Fame wall. She didn't threaten him. She didn't do anything. She just took a page out of his playbook and did onto him as he was doing onto everybody else. You see what I'm saying, Miss Denise? So when I seen that happen to that young lady yesterday, it irritated me because uh, as a older adult than she is, I felt that everybody should have stuck up for that young lady because she's only 21 years of age. That could be our daughter. That could be our niece. That could be our sister. And she being threatened by a gay man with a gun. How is that right? So I had to step in. I had to step in. And so the police officer thanked me. He took my name down. He took my occupation down. I also told him what kind of job I have and what kind of positive influence I am in my community. And it's not just coming from down here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It came from Connecticut because that's when I started that program, nonprofit program of children of color. I started that in Connecticut, in Hartford, Connecticut. I started the nonprofit organization called Children of Color, and that meant the nonprofit organization was about helping our children in the community to be more productive instead of a statistic in a prison cell. So that's where my walk of life came from, walking for women rights as a teenager in college, walking for gay rights because I am a gay woman. So I put my work into the community. And so my job I have now, I work with the community. I work with disabled children. I work with um, disobedient children. I work with children that run away and just looking for love. So when I addressed that to the police officer today, not to big up myself, because I also have a gold star from the mayor out in Connecticut for starting the nonprofit organization of children of color. Okay, so I always been an advocate as a teenager in college, and now I'm 40 years old, and I'm still a bigger advocate. It's bigger than me now. Um, he knew all of that. He yes he I'm gonna do your first comment first. He knew every last bit of what he was doing to that young lady Zay. Okay, he also showed us on live that he gave her name and Kay's name to the police officer. Okay, but that's a young child. To me, that's a young child that's just coming into, and still today I don't think she's an adult. When they turn 22 years old, that's when I feel that now you are an adult. But 21 years of age, she's just learning how to be an adult. And for Tommy to be a 30-year-old man and to attack her like that, that wasn't right. That wasn't right. So that's why I stepped in and I did what I did and called her down to the police department just to make sure that this young lady wasn't charged for anything, because of anything that had to do with Tommy Davis Jr. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that this young lady wasn't going to be charged for that, and they say she's not because she was provoked. And I also sent I sent the clip, all the clips in. I sent the clip into the police department about him threatening that young woman because the clips was sent to me. So I told the officer that all the clips that he made yesterday of that young lady was sent to my phone. So he asked me to send them to him, and that's exactly what I did, because enough is enough. Tommy took it to another level that it wasn't called for. Okay, but now to your other comment, Ms. Denise. Absolutely. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for the love. But as a child, as a child, right? Yeah, that's what I say. At 25, that's when they really become adults. Because right now, when they turn 21, they still got that teenager mind and everything. But let me just say this: what and when I was growing up, I have to remind you on this, Miss Denise. When I came to America as a baby. I came with my older siblings, and our parents wanted to back in the day. Our parents wanted us to grow up in America because back in the day, Jamaica wasn't as put together as it is now, because Jamaica is one of the successful countries now. But um, back then it wasn't. So I came to America with my oldest siblings. Okay, so as I was growing up in America, I guess it was my calling from God, because I always was on the debate team. I always was involved in politics. At 18 years old, I walked to the Capitol for women rights, women gay rights. At 19, I stood with civil liberties people to learn more about the ancestors that made a way for us. So I put in the work. Okay, not only did I put in the work, but I also put in more work about kids being in DCF, foster cares, and making sure that they're being treated right and being placed and right. And I was in my early 20s doing this. So when I started that program in Hartford, Connecticut, the nonprofit organization Children of Color, I was 25 years of age. So it blew up. It became a thing. So the reason why I do what I do for my community or for the children in the community is because that's what God wants me to do. And I don't know if you'll understand it or anything, but I'm gonna say one thing to you. What made me believe that I was protected by Jesus Christ is when I had to put my Shih Tzu down to rest. Okay, I had my baby. I had my baby since she was 13 weeks old. So that means I had her since she was in my hand, feeding the bottle. So as you know, Shih Tzus only live until the age of 15. Okay, so my baby lived her whole full term, and it was time to put her to rest. So I had a doggy funeral, actually a whole doggy funeral for my dog, right? To put her to rest. And my godfather, as he was digging my daughter, I call my dog my daughter. Yeah, but it's okay because this happened in 2015, and I'm okay, and I'm finally can say that I'm okay to speak about it. But as my godfather was digging um, my baby's grave, her name was Paris Marie, but I called her Puda. But as I was digging her, well, as they was digging her grave, I recorded it. I got pictures. So if you need to see what I'm talking about, I will definitely post it so you can see what I'm talking about. So as my godfather was digging the grave, I had already brought my daughter to the veterinarian so they could put her down. And so when they put her down, they put her down, but they put her down at the at her doctor's veterinarian. They all cried because they've been taking care of Puda since she was 13 weeks old. So they all cried, but when they put her down, I'm in the waiting room, and I'm thinking my baby's gonna come out and I'm gonna walk her home. But they brought her out in the box where they put her body in the box. Okay, so now I'm freaking out because I never ever was without my baby, you know. So okay, so now that was that day. The next day, because that night I kept my I yeah, I kept that night, Miss Denise. I kept her in my house that night in the box where her body was at. I kept her in the box that night, and I slept with her in my bed. And the next day was her funeral. Okay, so while my godfather was, because I buried her in New Haven, Connecticut, because that's where I ran the streets at. So when my godfather, and it was a whole, when I say it was a funeral for my baby, I'm the way you put your family to rest, that's how it was for her. I mean, we all had our cars and everything, and I had a little casket with her body in. I mean, it was an all out funeral for my baby, for my dog, right? So while my godfather was digging the grave, right, and this is to show you how God is so powerful, and it showed me how spiritual He is. While my godfather was digging the grave where Paris's funeral burial is, the clouds in the sky came together. I swear to God, and it's no lie. I swear to God, because if it wasn't for this picture that I'm gonna post, and I want you to be watching, because when I get off in live, I'm gonna post the picture that I'm telling you about. The whole sky. Remind you, my godfather's digging the grave. While he's digging the grave, the whole sky became cloudy and dark. Okay, this shocked me too. This what made me believe more in my higher spiritual guidance. Okay, so now I got the box, and I got Pierce's favorite shirt on top of the box, because of her shirt on top of the box, it said Team Bad Dog. So now the grave is dig. So now I put her body into her grave, into the casket. I put her casket into the grave and put the shirt over her grave. Okay. I threw the first dirt. Okay. And so then the rest of the dirt was covered up by my brothers, my godfather and them, right? As they was I threw the first dirt, remind you, as they was covering up her grave, the clouds started coming apart. I swear to God, when I show you this photo, you're gonna say, "Damn, this is a spiritual matter." So the clouds started coming apart, and God showed me that there was a doggy's heaven. I swear to God, when you see this picture that I'm gonna post, you're gonna be like, God is a miracle, because after they started covering up her grave, the clouds started departing. The sun was coming out, but then one cloud was in the form of a dog, and it showed like the shirt that I told you I put on her casket in the grave that said Team Bad Dog. It showed how she put the shirt was on her, and how her spirit was going up to heaven. So that's what made me become closer to God. And I tell you no lie, Miss Denise, I be posting a lot of things on um, on my post timeline. So I'm definitely gonna post this picture to you to show you the cloud, not to make you think that this is a picture of a dog, but you're gonna see what I'm talking about, okay? Because you could see that the clouds was a form of a dog. It had the tail, it had her bitty little ears, because she was a Shih Tzu. So Shih Tzu ain't really all that big, but you could see that her spirit was going up to heaven. And then, like, as the cloud of her form of body was going up on this, there was another cloud in the sky, but it was a cloud about this big, but you could see in the middle of the cloud how it stayed open, and how somebody was how the hands were telling my baby, telling Puda to come on up to doggy's heaven. So that's why I believe in God. That's why I give my spiritual guidance the utmost respect. And I'm gonna make sure, when you see this picture, I'm gonna say to you, I'm gonna say to at Miss Denise, and I'm gonna say this is the picture that I was trying to tell you about. But that was at her grave site, and that all happened within that, right? So as that cloud formed of my dog went to that damn cloud, it closed up, and the sun came back out, and That right there, not only did that change me, but what else changed me is when I was in the junior uh, choir at at this church in at Pitts Chapel in New Haven, Connecticut. I was in the junior choir, and my favorite song was "I'm Going Up to Yonder." And I was singing that song, "I'm going up to yonder." God jumped into my body, and I could not stop singing that song. Even when my grandmother, I went to sleep crying and singing that song. And the minister told my grandmother that God was taking over my body. And you have to experience, and in order to believe, you got to experience that. God bless you. I use that my album. I love my baby, and you know why I love Albert so much? We have a brother and sister relationship because no matter what, he don't call me just because he wants money, or he calls me because he feels comfortable talking to me, and I would never, ever, ever, no matter if he doesn't talk to me no more, no matter what, I would never tell what he tells me, you know. But because of the person that I am, I'm more into helping people help themselves as far as not materialistic things. Like if you need guidance, if you need somebody to just vent to, you know, and sometimes he vents. And sometimes he just tells me how he feels. And sometimes he just texts me and say, I love you and thank you. And I do the same thing to him because everybody needs somebody. You know, we all are sinners, and that's why I tried to. That's why I did what I did for Zay, because her mother. I don't know if her mother is really in prison or not, but I see that Zay needed a mother figure or an adult with a positive state of mind that's out to help her instead of be against her. And for Tommy to take this young child and take advantage of him. And he's a 30-year-old man, and this is a 21-year-old child. Okay? To us, she's a child. Okay? And because you was trying to get this young woman, first of all, to jump on Miss K. So all the while, he was really trying to get this young girl to be in prison anyway. Because what do you think was going to happen to her if she really would have jumped on Miss K and those children? You know what I'm saying, Miss D? I swear to God, Miss D, you know, um, Tommy's getting everything he's deserved. And I don't have no remorse of what I did today when I called the police and talked to the police officer. I talked to the police officer for Zai's benefit to make sure this young woman wasn't being charged for the bullshit that Tommy was called the police on her about. You know, because she didn't threaten Tommy. All she did was put other fucking pictures up on the wall calling him a lame. He's the lamest motherfucker. He was the top choice. Yeah, he was trying to set her up all the while because as him being an older adult, first and foremost, let's make this clear. He shouldn't have never made no threats against Miss K and her children. That's a grown ass woman. That's a woman. He's a man trying to be a woman. What he'll never be. But he should have never made that threat in the beginning. But to Zay likes money, and when she said $1,000, oh, okay, I'm gonna do it. But you can see that this child not only need guidance in her mentality and her matureness and just guidance as a young lady growing up in the world today, she jumped on it. You know, the negativity bus with Tommy the Gossip. And then something must have clicked in her to say, this ain't right. So let me do him like he's been doing everybody else. And she switched up. So she switched up, and Tommy mad about it and extremely mad because Miss K, Messy, and Alvo and Zay was all on Instagram talking about it. And what it is, when the devil is being beaten down and people are starting to get their stones and bricks and beat the devil don't like it. And that's what's going on. Tommy don't like that his business is being exposed. I've been telling y'all from day one when I started this group. I said it was about to go down on the takedown of Tommy the Gossip because I didn't like his behavior on the internet. I didn't like the negativity he was bringing. Okay, and I'm not gonna get on no internet and let an internet change my character. Okay, so what you see is what you get. Okay, because I don't perpetrate the fraud. I love people. I love all kinds of people, and we all are sinners. Okay, Miss Denise, we all are sinners. Okay, and Jesus Christ and God died for our sins. Okay, and He didn't say as a sinner you have to abuse another sinner. As a sinner, you have to think and feel that you're greater and better than somebody. We all are going through things in life. Okay, we all are going through mental health issues. We all some not we all because all of us ain't infested because I got good health. You got good health, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, and the way that Tommy attacks people. Okay, okay, and the way that Tommy attacks people, he don't know people's mental health issues. The way that he attacks people and try to bring people down and try to glorify the struggle that a person is going through. He don't know the state of mind of these people. You don't know if a person, he don't know if Clue is suicidal. He don't know if Zai's going through depression. He don't know nothing about nobody's mental health issue. And for the way that he kept disrespecting people's struggle and thought that he was better than people and knowing that he's got the same fucking struggle, he didn't give it. You right. He didn't give a damn because all he was worrying about the views and the like. So get them views up, like and subscribe, get those views up. I'm not talking now. He's threatening y'all as y'all that follows him as his supporter. Oh, if y'all don't send money, he's not gonna talk. I'm tired of getting up here talking. I'm tired of getting up here talking for free. But didn't he say in the beginning that he don't need y'all cash out apps because he make money on his views, so he don't need that. So now he's backtracking and contradicting himself. Now he wants y'all to start sending him. Now he's dry begging. Now he's dry begging. But let me just say this, Ms. Denise, and I don't care who don't like it or not. I'm coming after Tommy's platform. I'm making sure that his platform is definitely taken down and everything else because his platform is violent, aggressive, disrespectful, dysfunctional, harassing, bullying, threatening children, threatening women. So, as far as I'm concerned, and then, and like I said, when he threatened me and my brother, this was the wrong Jamaican to fuck with. This was the wrong Jamaican to fuck with. You understand what I'm saying? The wrong one. And then I was extremely mad because I wasn't able to beat him up because he wouldn't come outside that whole weekend. That whole weekend I was up there. And at that time, when I was talking to Cutie Pie, and I tell you no lie, I told Cutie Pie, I'm not gonna. I was not playing with him. You know, I don't play those games. You threaten me and my family. Oh, we going to a whole different level. You either going to the hospital or the cemetery, and that's what it was all about. That's what it was going to be. It was going to be that because he really thought he was doing something when he threatened me. Remember when he threatened me, Miss Denise? I'ma send so and so. I'ma send my people down to Virginia Beach. I'ma send my people to your brothers. And I said, okay, well, my brother is in Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts, and my other brother is in motherfucker Missouri. So whichever place that you feel that you wanted to send your peoples, please let us know. Okay, so then he took my sister's picture. If you seen that picture of the lady with the glass, and y'all kept saying, "Who is this beautiful woman?" That was my sister. Okay, that's one of my sisters. Okay, I don't know what was the reason why he took her picture because she's half Italian, half Jamaican. Okay, so yeah, so when he did that. And he was all up in the camera. I'ma fuck you up. I'ma do this. I'ma do this to your brothers and all this other shit. I said, "Oh, really?" I swear to God, if you knew who Cutie Pie was, she'll tell you because I was talking to her at that time. You know, that was my girl at the time. So yeah, me and Cutie Pie was. So I told Cutie Pie, "Oh, girl." Soon as I hang up this phone, I'm packing my motherfucking suitcase and I'm calling my brothers. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't call my brother in Iowa. I called my brother in Springfield. Okay, and not that he didn't know that my other brothers in the Bloods, my Bloods, gang, they came with me to Atlanta. Okay, so oh, Kaya in the building. What's up, beautiful? Philly in the building. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, beautiful. Kai's in the building. I love you, baby. It's doing it's Miss uh Denise, I wear a brace. I wear a brace, so it's trying to get back. And plus, I be going to therapy too. I be going to Ortho, Virginia, where is a knee specialist facility, and I've been going through therapy, so it's doing better. Thanks for asking. But let's keep it real though, Miss Denise. When he made that threat to me and my brothers, I swear to God, on everything I love, it was gonna be a showdown. It was gonna be a bloody showdown for him, and he knew it. He knew it. He knew it. You know what I'm saying? So he won't say my name because nigga, I don't care who it is. It could have been anybody up here and threatened me and my brothers or somebody in my family. I would have showed up and showed out. So he took it upon himself to take it to another level. So I took it to another level. And I was up there, and I swear to God on my everything I love. I ain't gonna swear on my mama because she ain't dead. But I swear that my grandmama ain't dead. So I swear on my baby in her doggy heaven. I swear on everything I love. I was going up there to do what I had to do. Because them threats was a little bit too heavy for me. And girl, and then when I left, remember though, Miss Denise, when I left that night, that Sunday night, I left that Sunday night at 1 o'clock in the morning. And when I got back to Virginia Beach, I was so heated. When I said I was so mad, shout out to Sheila, because shout out to Sheila, I was so mad I was crying that I couldn't finish the mission that I was set out. But maybe that was God too saved his life for him not coming outside. But let's make it real clear. Oh, you already know. He ain't gonna go in. If he goes to prison for the threats that he made to that woman and her children, if he ain't gonna have that mouth in jail. You already know. Um, when he made that threat to me and my brothers and them, and then you know what, Miss Janice, you're right. He'll say that dyke. He won't say my name. Okay, he won't say nothing threatening to me. But now, when I got home that Sunday, he got on live. He said, I ain't gonna go out. What I look like going outside and fighting somebody? Nigga, it wasn't gonna be a fight because we had on our intimidated suit, nigga. We already know your blood couldn't get on us. So it wasn't going to, only thing that was really going to happen, I was going to take his motherfucking head. And I don't know, I seen it in the movie, so I was fascinated by that, and took his teeth and put it on the motherfucking ground and stuck the back of his head. That's what I was going to do. And then after that, he was going to the cemetery. That's all I have to say. Yeah, he needed that. He ain't gonna. I need the same way he say he needs and want to fight Alvo because Alvo rejected him. That's how me and my brother needs it. But since he's not gonna give me or my brothers that fade, I'm gonna do everything I am in my power to take him down. Yeah, I'm very patient. And see how patient I am to the fact that I really didn't have to. I didn't have to start this journey to take him down. All his victims that he been harassing and bullying on this platform has been taking him down. And I am so glad that he is so uneducated and they had him so up in an uproar that it made him go get a pistol and put it in the camera. So that alone, and I got the video of him putting the pistol in the motherfucking camera. So what did I do? I used it to my benefit. Because if you ain't gonna fight me, I'm gonna fight you through the guidelines of YouTube and the police officer that you try to get Zai arrested from. So I sent all of that, not only to YouTube, I sent that to the police officer that I spoke with today to show them what type of person that they really dealing with that called the police. Yeah, Kai, you already know I was gonna put him in the dirt, and I was, and my brothers was, and and if you know anything about gang members, you know gang members don't have hearts. If you fuck with somebody in their family, and then he was talking about really doing something to, so the threat that he was making, even though it sound good and everything, he act like he was really saying that he was gonna send somebody down here to harm me. So okay, you want to harm me? Okay, well you ain't got to look no further. Okay, because here I come, and that's what I did. Um, and so I say every dog has his day, and thank you. He helped us build his career. He helped career. He helped us build his takedown because he was so angry. They had him. Yeah, they had that motherfucker Scooby Doo nigga. And that motherfucker's so fucking mad. He wasn't even, his mental was off. His mental, I told y'all he be going through, he's in the mental health program. He got mental issues, because of his abandonment from his mama being a drug addict and making him sleep in a garage and being dysfunctional and raped as a kid. So his mental health issue was fucked up yesterday, and I hollered, am I going back to Atlanta? Um, no, hell no, Kai. I would never. I'm not going back to Atlanta because they just found 20,000 more new motherfucking cases of HIV. No, thank you. I'm good. That's one state I ain't never gonna visit again. Hell nah. If I do, I'll go down there and visit my nephew because he is on the Atlanta Police Department. But otherwise than that, I'm set. I'm set because I don't want to even be bit by no mosquitoes down in Atlanta. I'm cool. Shit, he ain't gonna come in court. He ain't gonna do Messy Doll. He's scared of Messy Doll. He ain't gonna argue with Messy Doll whatsoever. Cause you know why? Messy Doll created him. So Messy Doll know more than what we know. See, I only know of the things that I know because I motherfucking did my own investigation as a journalist. Oh, you want me to play it again? I'm gonna play it again for you. I'm gonna play it again for you. Let me find it. I'm gonna play it again for you. But yeah, girl, hell no, hell no. Okay, I'm gonna play it again for you, Miss Janice. Hell no. I will. Look at Alva. Every time I turn on my live, Alva's everywhere. Alva's streaming out this motherfucking year. Go, babe. Go, boo. Look at my food. Look, he up here with his streaming friends. Talk about they taking over Kai tonight. Oh, they want Kai. Okay. Okay, well, let me find this. Hold up. Let me find this for Miss Janice. And not only, oh yeah, that's the one with famous grandpa. Okay, let me find this for you. Hold up. That shit was funny as hell. Wait, I'm gonna find it. You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your I like Donald. I'm quoting Quran. And why I'm looking for that? Yo, they trying to kill Ray J, y'all. Ray J's in the hospital. Ray J's in the hospital fighting for his life because they trying to kill Ray J because Ray J's been out here on the internet. He been wilding out, talking about Kim Kardashian, suing Kim Kardashian and her family, and he should know not to fuck with them witch. And when I say witches, I don't mean bitches. I mean actually witches. These are witches that have been in the devil mind and have been worshiping witchcraft. So you see what they did to Kanye West, Lamar, what's the other football player that was with Kim Kardashian and he got out of there quick. I see his face, but I can't remember his name. And all the men, you see what the Kardashians do because the witches, they all are witches and they all do witchcraft. So they all are witches to be dominant over black men or men, period. That's why you never see Rob Kardashian or the boy, the grandkids, is because it's all about them. But Ray J has been wilding out on air online about Diddy took his butt, how Diddy took his butt, how he's suing the Kardashian. Why he want to sue the Kardashian is because that sex tape, and they try to make it seem like Ray J put the tape out, and he didn't put the tape out. Kim's mother is the one that put that tape out. Okay, but But Ray J's been wilding out, right? I'm laughing because I am so looking forward to hearing famous grandpas talk about. I don't need you, Tommy, to gossip. You need you need me. Yeah. So Ray J's the same thing that see in Hollywood. They got all kinds of take you out things. And so Ray J is fighting the ammonia, the same ammonia that took Kim Porter out. So they're trying to kill Ray J. They trying to kill Ray J. I'm still looking for it. That's because on this platform is because I do a lot of blogging, but did I pass it? I must have passed it. Hold up. Because I'm all the way up here with talking to you, Miss Day. What did I have it on? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck did I have it on. And not only did they try to kill Ray J, yeah, Ray J fighting for his life, but they also are I will be crazy. I am so looking for it. I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. You'll be there. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I am so looking for this. I am so looking forward to this. I am so looking forward to this. Thank you for your service. Have you tried this LCPN? Y'all hear him crying? That's because Alva don't want him. Shamar! Why Alva doing this to me? Where is this video at? I know they didn't erase my video. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. Hold on. Right now. Need to find somebody. Oh, damn. I fucked it up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, damn it. I just messed it up. Hold on. Let me go back to it again. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you, Tommy Parker. Listen, Tommy, I don't need you, buddy. I don't need you, Tommy Parker. I don't need you, Tommy Parker. And I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Listen. No, I don't. No, the fuck. I do not need you. You need me. Yo.
And I know I don't.
Yo.
No, I don't. No, the fuck. I do not need you. You need me.
You stay in your mama garage.
You need me. You stay in your mama garage. You need me.
Yo, when that man, I swear to God. Excuse me. But I swear to God, when that man sent me that video, I don't know what made that. I don't know that man from a can of paint. But I swear to God, I woke up Miss Denise and Kai with that damn video on my phone, and I felt when I be wanting to have a good laugh, I go straight back to that. I go straight back to that. That shit crazy. And see, people be saying, "Oh yeah." Now you see how people. This was okay. I wish you could have seen this picture. You see Tommy on the top. Wait a minute. Hold up. Could y'all see it? I don't know if y'all can see. I don't know how to make y'all see it, but Tommy's on the top. This is when he was on drugs. He's skinny as fuck. He's got his little zit. He's got those little herpes stars on his face. He got a dusty black shirt on and a dusty hat, and you can see he got a herpes bump on his lip. I wish y'all. Kai, as a matter of fact, let me send this to you. Hold on. Let me try to send this to. Oh, it won't let me send it to TikTok. Because I swear I wish I could send this shit to TikTok. Matter of fact, I'm going to send it to. I know who I'm going to send it to. I'm going to send it to Heavy Hitter. And then I'm going to get it. And I send it to Heavy Hitter. And once I send it to Heavy Hitter, shout out to you, Bay. I love you. I'm sorry to say I didn't say that. And oh yeah, I don't know how to make y'all see the things in the. I don't know what it is. It's either my camera or it's me. But yeah, I wish you could have seen this one. But I wish I could. I wish I could put it on Facebook. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna do all of that when I get off the line. But what I'm not gonna do is forget about you. Oh, Chris Humphrey. And what was the other? It was another black. It was another. Yeah, she did. Chris Humphrey was the one that. Didn't he marry her? But it was another black. Oh my God! It was another black football player that went with Kim before Chris Humphrey. Oh my God, I can't see him, but he's cute as fuck. Matter of fact, he looked like Cardi B's boyfriend, Tay Diggs. But what was his fucking name? He was oh my God, it was the first. Tell me, it was the first black dude. Reggie Bush. Yes, that was him, Reggie Bush. And Reggie Bush, he ain't looked back since. He didn't look back since from the Kardashians. And everybody kept telling Ray J, stop bugging out. Ray J was wilding out because y'all seen Ray J up on Kai's tonight screaming show how he was walking around with a boner, getting in the shower, trying to have sex with the boy. Ray J was bugging out. But what he did was they tied of Ray J, and then Ray J got up there and said made a video about did he bust his ass open and his ass ain't never stopped running, and then the fact that um he was supposed to stay shut about not talking about the sex tape with him and Kim. But what made Ray J start talking about the sex tape again is because the Kardashians violated the contract. because neither one of them was supposed to be talking about it. But then when the Kardashian got their TV show on what was it Zeus Network? Yeah, Ray J talked too much. And then when this what happened was Ray J was supposed to stop talking about the sex tape, and the Kardashians was supposed to stop talking about the sex tape. That Kris Jenner, the mother, is the one that put the sex tape out. But because it because Ray J was trying to sue them because they was trying to say Ray J put the sex tape out. They came to an agreement and they paid Ray J to keep quiet, and they all wrote their name on the agreement that neither one of them was supposed to talk about it until the Kardashians got their show, and that's what they talked about. They violated the contract. So okay, now they're on their show trying to make it seem like, oh, Kanye did right, and he went to Ray J and got the sex tape from Ray J, and they wasn't supposed to talk about it. So that's what made Ray J start clowning them again. So I say, they do. I'm trying to tell you how demonic Hollywood is. So now Ray J's fighting for his life, and they're calling it ammonia. See, when they stick you with those HIV needles, because now that's what they're doing, is because all the other shit that they've been doing, killing off our black rappers and artists and actresses, and you seen all these people just dying for no reason up in Hollywood out of nowhere. You got that dude that was gonna do Batman. He gets a Grammy for going out to do it. He was gonna do Batman. What did he do? The next day he was dead. Okay, so Hollywood has been killing people. So now Ray J, he remember he made a last year he told about Suge Knight and how Suge Knight had some kind of handlebar thing, and he would put it on the back of somebody's back and take the boy's ass. He was just doing too much, and now he's fighting for his life. And now he's fighting for his life because the tables are turned on him. You see how works. You see how karma works, because you only gonna be allowed to do so much until enough is enough. And not only do y'all know that before 2025, remember Ray J made that video. Remember it's facts. Remember Ray J made that where he got arrested for pulling a gun out and have guns all over his house, and his kids is there, and it was Christmas, and Princess Love and her girl cousin and her boy cousin took the kids over to thinking that Ray J wanted to see the kids and try to have a holiday with him, and he pulled a gun out on them. So not only did he do that, but he also been crashing out. So I wish God, I hope God help him, but you can't continue to do dirt, because not only did he try to sabotage his own sister's tour, because which he did right, but I don't think Ray J was wrong for speaking up about that. Beyonce and Jay-Z not speaking to Brandy and on her tour, because that wasn't Kelly Rowland's tour. Monica and Brandy invited her on their tour, but I'm gonna get on to that. Why Jay Z and them felt the need. Why Beyonce didn't want Jay Z to talk to Brandy is because Brandy and Jay Z used to mess around when Brandy was underage, and Beyonce feels threatened by women that Jay Z has played with. But let's go back to Ray J. Ray J wants to be how can I say, somebody so bad as far as in the industry, to where he tried to sell his own sister to P Diddy. You know, bad enough that Brandy was already being passed around by different producers and their mother. See, yo, the rabbit hole is deep, and because I'm a journalist and because I have known a lot about what goes on in the Illuminati's and when people say they sell, they sow. When they say they sell, they sow, is means that they write their name in blood on the billionaires, the white Jewish billionaires that are culture vulturing off in each culture. You know, they took our they took over our rap culture, and you see all the you got all they got all the men acting like gay guys and wearing dresses and nail polish and wigs and dresses, where they got the black women talking about their nasty ass pussies and disrespecting themselves as women. Okay, so when they sign they name in blood on these on the these higher up Jewish Illuminati people, and you write your name in blood, that's forever. So they got control over your life, and Ray J is one of them. Okay, so Ray J, not only is Ray J dealing with uh, the fact that he run his mouth too much, but you got to remember Ray J also had been involved in taking down Wendy Williams and gave Wendy Williams the bad drug that they try to say that Wendy Williams had dementia. Ray J was the one that worked with P. Diddy and Clyde Davis into killing Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina and the boyfriend. Well, no, not the boyfriend, because the boyfriend committed suicide. But Ray J had part of that. Okay, so I believe his karma is coming because Ray J was the boy toy of Diddy, and it's facts. Everybody knows this. It's matter of fact, if they haven't cleaned the internet from this, you can look up Whitney Houston death in that hotel, and not only that, you also see Ray J being escorted outside in the back of the hotel with a cover over his head, not wanting to be seen. And we all know Ray J likes to be in front of the camera. He was always in front of the camera when he was with Whitney Houston. So now that Whitney Houston's dead, because they all knew Diddy, Clyde Davis, and Ray J are the one that beat Whitney Houston up and made it look like she overdosed in the bathtub. And Bobby Brown's sister was at the hotel too when she realized that why is Ray J hiding and sneaking out the back? I'm telling you, it was the whole thing about him sneaking out the back of the hotel. It was on the paparazzi's. You know how the paparazzi is. They're gonna film it and post it. So if you could try to find it, but you'll see he had every part of that. And the reason why he had every part of that, like I said, remember when Ray J always been jealous of his sister Brandy because Brandy was the singer. Brandy was the had her own show, so he wanted to be just like Brandy. So he tried to sing "If I Had One Wish," you know. But because he was trying so hard to be somebody, that's how he became Diddy's boy toy back in the day. And they know that Ray J hangs around with a lot of bloods and drug dealers, so he was the drug dealer. And when they needed Ray J to bring a bad bag to them. He was that guy. So that's why Ray J's karma is eating at him, but he should have left them damn Kardashians alone. Even though, because first and foremost, you got money, you got money behind the sex tape with you and Kim. And look, and this is what the Kardashian is trying to hide: the fact that Chris Kardashian was at the motherfucking scene and the content when Kim and Ray J was having doing the sex tape. As a matter of fact, she made them do it twice because she didn't like how Kim looked in the first tape that they recorded. She didn't like the how Kim looked in certain angles. So she made Ray J and Kim do another one. So Chris Kardashian Jenner was the one that put the sex tape out. That's how Kim Kardashian blew up. But but Ray J was supposed to keep his mouth shut. Ray J was supposed to keep his mouth shut. Um, and he didn't. And he didn't. But what made Ray J start um, wanting to talk about it again is when the Kardashian went on their TV show and started making it look like Ray J was the one that promoted the sex tape and it wasn't Ray J. So Ray J felt like he was being exploited over bullshit. So that's when he started talking more about it. So that's why. Oh yeah, you know I'm not gonna stay. I'm very baby. And not to brag on myself, but thank God for giving me and my parents for sending me to college. But I'm a well-educated sister, and I like to go around and explore things. I don't stay stuck on stupid on one thing because why? It becomes boring, and it's good to know that we yeah, I'm very, very articulate. And it's good to know what's going on in our community. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's why I said this group is different from others. It's a positive group. It's about people coming in here saying, I had a bad day, and we could give advice and lift that spirit up, you know, not, dig my cash out, send them, no, I don't ask y'all for money. Just come in, share if you want to, like if you want to, subscribe if you want to. That'll be your choice. But it's not about trying to get anything from anybody. It's about unity. It's about everybody, black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Indian, everybody, because I'm Jamaican. So I consider myself a Jamaican, and that's who I am. That's my nationality. But I love people. So if people need each other to be there for each other, that's what this is all about, Miss Denise. It's all about love. It's all about us coming together and holding it down for each other because we all need each other. Point blank. We all need it. Sometimes you'll be like, damn, I had a bad day at work today, y'all, and my mind said to do this and I did something else. It's about encouraging and lifting each other up, not breaking each other down. That's this group is never about that. And then y'all already know what and how and when and why I do what I do about Tommy. But I talk about him because his negativity needs to be corrected and it's being corrected. But I talk about things that goes on that goes on in the community because people don't talk about that on the internet. All they talk about is bullshit. Trying to making it seem like it's okay to tear people down. I'm trying to what? Wait a minute. I got so much shit to say up on this song, so I need to leave the booth for it be 2 days long, cause I
there was so much pain, it's to the point of feeling numb. I've been walking through the storms with umbrellas and books. I just gotta call and my God I shine. Don't ever take your spot. Forever on my mind, forever on my heart. And I just love my dog, he never comes.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got emotional seeing that what Al just posted. That was so emotional right there. Excuse me. But I talk about what's going on in life, and that's why I also have a heavy hitter. That's why heavy hitter be in the back, because when I can't find things to talk about with y'all, and which I always do, but she also helps me. But yeah, um, so yes, Miss Denise, I talk about everything. I talk about what's going on in life. I talk about everything because everything ain't always what it seems, and everything don't always have to be about negativity. It could be about, just like when the government shut down. I didn't have to go out of my way to get up out of my bed and go down to Washington, D.C. to see what was going on when the government shut down. I did that because I'm an activist and an advocate, and so I know what to teach and preach to the children that are coming up thinking that um, being a statistic is cool. So I do things like that because I like to get involved. I like to get involved, Denise. But I wanted to talk about I'm looking up some of the things that just like you know and the reason why I also switch it up though, Miss Denise, because I also like to be goofy and make y'all laugh too. But I be laughing at these people in the celebrities or whatever they want to be, that they wilding out too. Look at Jim Jones. Jim Jones is 54 years old, and just 2 days ago he trying to fight a 60-year-old man. Which no, Damon Dash. I think that Damon Dash is 60 because he got great. Damon Dash is 54, so they all in their 50s trying to fight each other. So yes, it's good to mix it up. It's good to mix it up. Oh, y'all know, y'all got to start. If y'all still eating and buying chicken and watermelon and all kinds of fruits and vegetables and shit, please be aware that they are some fruits and vegetables that are in your stores aren't real. I wish I could show y'all the picture of this watermelon. How this woman, I don't know if she. Okay, here it is. I want y'all to look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Don't eat a watermelon from Walmart. I got a rubbery watermelon. The texture is so weird. You gotta see how the watermelon is rubbery and shit. So y'all make sure that um, you check everything you buy, especially out of Walmart. And please, ladies, yeah, me too, Miss Denise. And that's what I was gonna say. And also, if your children, and I'm sorry to tell y'all this, the food that they serving to your children in school is artificial food. It's not real food, and it's got all kinds of chemicals in the food that they feeding your kids at lunchtime in their schools, and it has all kinds of chemicals in the food that affects your children's immune system. So, if you're gonna send your kid to school, make his meal, make his own lunch, let him bring his lunch, because the cafeteria food that they're serving to our children in school is contaminated food that is made to fuck up your children's immune system. Believe it or not, I'm telling y'all, it's true. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to go by what I'm saying, but it's true. It's artificial. It's artificial food that has all kinds of chemicals. Excuse me, all kinds of chemicals in it to affect your child's immune system. And so what you doing is allowing them to poison your child, because these demonic demons, and rather, and you can believe it or not, the Democratic Party is a demonic demons. Though the Democratic Party is for devils. It's for the devil. And now that we waking up, because as black people, we thought the Democrats were for black people. And actually it wasn't. And it never was. Okay? That the Democratic Party was built to, it was designed to tear down America. It never was for black people. That's why they want you to believe that, because if you ever realize and look at it, every time election time comes, who do you think they try to put in the front? Black people. They want black people to think that, okay, if you vote for this person, you vote for that person. If you voted for Kamala Harris, you was a fool, because the reason why they wanted you to vote for Kamala Harris, because they wanted the Democratic people to push the narrative of men cutting off their balls and want your kids to be motherfucking gay and want the women to be evil and demons and exploit themselves. So sometimes, Miss Denise, is why I do what I do and get involved in all aspects of what's going on in the world, because we need to know these things, and rather for people to believe. And I'm not here to make you believe everything I say. I give you what you need to do to either look it up and investigate it yourself. And I'm just letting you know what's really going on, because you have to open your eyes today and know that this world wasn't designed for black people, but they use our black culture every time it's time to get elected. Watch when it's time to get President Trump out, watch when election come this time around, and watch when you see how they want black votes. They're gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna get, just like with Obama. Let's keep this 100. Obama's not black, and he's not even a citizen of the United States. Okay, Obama is a Muslim, and he comes from a Muslim. His adopted father was a billionaire Muslim, but Obama was picked to become to be a black face, to make it seem like he was a black face and he was going to be a black supporter of the black people if he's elected. Okay, and come to find out, he wasn't, because the first thing that y'all look at on Obama's first, because he did 2 terms. On his first term, what did he do when he came into office? He attacked it, Medicaid. He made it Obamacare. And Obamacare was not for black people. It wasn't for white people. It wasn't for American people. His Obamacare was meant for immigrants that they was letting into our fucking country when it got out of hand, when Biden and Harris became presidents and vice president. So you have to get involved and know what's going on in the world. I wouldn't know these things if I didn't get involved, right, Miss Denise? It isn't a black and a white thing, and not to make, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, and not to make y'all change who you are as a Republican, a Democrat, independent, or whatever. But you got to know these things, and you got to know that the Democratic Party was never meant for black people, but they made us think it was. You know what I'm saying? This world has been playing in our faces all this time. Just like with 9/11, just like knowledge is power. And I am a goofy, I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I was a nerd in school. You couldn't tell me shit, and I didn't care. I didn't care if people say you're a nerd. You think you want to know so much. You want to do this too much. You debate. You do that. You do this. You do that. You know too much. Yes, because that's what God put me here to know. You know, see, our plan, our life was already planned, okay, in our mother's womb when we was in our mother's womb. So what we going through now was already planned out how your life is gonna come. Okay, and the only way that you know this if you're spiritual attached to what's really going on in the world today. Okay, so your life is already planned before your seed as yourself is in your mother's womb. Okay, so it's up to you and us to take responsibility and accountability of the steps we take on our journey through life. You understand what I'm trying to say, Miss Denise? Just like I'm gonna say this, how America has been playing in our faces all this time. Just like 9/11, when those two airplanes went into the Twin Towers, and then they try to blame it on the Iraqis, saying that we Iraqis was trying to attack America. Guess what? That was our own United States government that did that. And the reason why they put those airplanes into 9/11 into the Twin Towers for insurance. For the insurance, because they didn't want the Twin Towers there no more. And the guy that owned the Twin Towers, he was on his office was on the 98th floor, if I'm not mistaken. And that day, when they that day he the night before, they they had already settled to throw those airplanes into the building. He had cleaned out everything. He cleaned out his office, took all the paperwork he needed because they wanted the insurance for that. And the American people, them innocent people had to die because our United States government, our corrupt government, were the ones that did that to on 9/11. Did you know that? Yeah, and then on top of that, uh, while that you mentioned President Bush Senior and President Bush Junior are warlords of the Ku Klux Klan, and and let's make it clear, they also are cousins to Obama because Obama's real name is Barry Shapiro. Okay, I'm getting ready to break it down for you now, Miss Denise. Obama's real name is not Obama. Okay, they put Obama to it to make it seem like it's a black thing because Obama sounds powerful, right? But his real name is Barry Soetoro. He's a Soetoro. He's a Muslim that he was adopted because his mother gave his parents he was adopted from his father Soetoro as a Muslim, but he was molded into becoming. And Obama's been gay all his life. Michelle Obama is Michael, a man. Okay, and just like Bush Senior wife is a man. So they've been playing in our face. A lot of these presidents back in the day, presidents from Jefferson to Washington to Bush and to them, they all was married to men. So all those first ladies that they kept telling us was first ladies were men. Okay, now let's keep it 100. With Bush Senior and Bush Junior, they warlocks of the Ku Klux Klan, and they're all connected because by Obama being adopted into the Soteros family, he's also cousins to the Bush. Because remember when when the government did Hurricane Katrina, and of course, my beloved brother Kanye West said Bush don't love black people. He meant exactly what he said, and that's the God's honest truth that the government did Hurricane Katrina down in New Orleans is because they wanted the land. And they wanted to get all the black people, because if you notice, when Hurricane Katrina came, it was only in the black environment of community, and it swiped it out on Hurricane Katrina. And that was because they wanted to get all those black people out of that community, because they wanted to take the black people's land on New Orleans, take their land, and they wanted to build all kinds of businesses. There go my baby. What's up, Pooh? Hi, babe. How you doing today? Janice, what's up, baby? How y'all doing today? Ladies, I love y'all. How was your day today? God bless y'all. And know that y'all beautiful. You already know JB loves you. JB loves you. All right, I love y'all. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing, Pooh? How you doing, Miss Janice? Thanks for the love in the back, ladies in the back. I love y'all too. Y'all beautiful. Heavy hitter, you are my motherfucking friend to the end. I love you. I love all of y'all. Shout out to Sheila. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to all y'all ladies. I love you. But let's get back to it, Miss Denise. But I'm just saying, so it's okay to expand your knowledge, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. You know what I'm saying? And if you sitting around just worrying about negativity, your mind ain't gonna grow. Slow hoes don't grow. You know what I'm saying, Miss Denise? Slow hoes don't grow. So if you ain't intelligent, and if you don't know what's going on, you gonna know what's going on. Thanks for the love in the back, ladies. I see the hearts. I love y'all. Thanks for the gifts. I'm gonna teach y'all, and it's up to you to either believe it, investigate it, or leave it alone. But what I tell y'all, I ain't gonna tell you something that I don't know. I'm not gonna invite you to a party and there ain't no cake. You know what I'm saying? Because at every party there's got to be some cake. But I'm just saying that. I love y'all ladies. I love y'all ladies. Thank y'all. And ladies, let me just take time out and say this. Let me take time out and say this. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all. You know, we might not be the biggest platform, but we the realest. And I'm glad to have y'all to acknowledge uh, a positive thing. And I'm glad that y'all accept me for who I am, because I'm not trying to be nothing but me. Yes, I am a gay woman, but I don't throw my lesbian at y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all because I love y'all. I have a group that empower. I have a group that's called Empowering Women. So not and I also have a group to empower men too that are but I can relate to certain things with men, but I can't, you know what I'm saying, address men as much as I can address a woman because I am a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I also bring acknowledgement to the platform because some people don't know what's going on in the world. Thanks for the love, y'all. Some people don't know how to read or write, and some people and the way that the internet has been going. Thanks for the love, ladies. And the way that the internet has going has scared people off to be in groups, to be in a group like this, to be able to express themselves. Because if I express myself, who's going to take my issue and run with it? So this is not that group. I'm not going to take nobody's issue and run with it. I'm going to help you through it. If you was going through something, I'm gonna help you. Help you. I love this song. You know who sings this song? "Take Me to the King." Cora. You know, Mr. Brown's the one that be playing like she's Mr. Brown's daughter, his wife Cora. She's the one that sings this song. Yo, I love this song. You only got you only you know. Sometimes you have to have a spiritual heart. I love her too. She can blow, Miss Denise. I love her. And you know who else is my favorite? Yolanda Adams. That's what she's the one that say the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. Oh my God! And it's a new group that comes out. God's Grace. Oh, I'll be in. I love my gospels. Yeah. Um, it's okay to learn. You know. And I want y'all to know I appreciate y'all from the kindness of my heart. I appreciate every last one of y'all, men and women. I appreciate y'all for giving me this platform, to understanding this platform. And I don't want nothing from y'all. I don't want your money. I just need your like and your support. And that's it. Your unity, your love, embracing each other is what it's all about. Okay? Accepting each other because none of us is perfect. Just because I work a 9 to 5 doesn't mean you have to work a 9 to 5. See, God has plans for each and every one. We all have different journeys of life and different walks of life, but it costs nothing to love thy neighbor. It costs not a goddamn thing to love your neighbor and show support. And even I'm not the richest person, but I'm gonna share something with y'all, and I have been sharing this since I started this 2 years ago. Remind you, we moved. Me, my nephew, his wife, and 4 kids moved down here to Virginia Beach, Virginia. One, I wanted to be closer to my oldest sister because that's my oldest sister was like my mother because she raised me when I came to America. I came to America with her, so she was more like a mother figure to me. So everywhere she went, I wanted to be. So we came down here. Okay. So anyway, nevertheless, uh, my nephew's wife was murdered down here. I'm gonna say 3 years ago because it's 2026 now, and she was abducted from her house because she took a chance of trying to um, be nice to a gentleman and didn't know that he was a woman beater. Okay, and he killed her. So me, she, like I said, she had 4 kids, my great nieces and nephews. Okay, now they're living without a mother. and they never been without their mother. So I took on that responsibility too. So I'm not rich, but I work for me. I pay my bills here, and I make sure that my nieces and nephews are okay because of the situation that we had to go through for them. Oh, you did. You said you was in the bushes. Yeah. So, I'm gonna tell, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because my family is still emotionally. It's talking about this with you right now. It's still emotional feelings that comes up because I'm still angry at this man that decided to take my niece away from her children for no reason. For no reason because he didn't even know my niece. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still battling that. But I don't take that um, negative energy that I feel for this man and take it out on the next person. I'm learning how to battle this because my youngest great nephew, he's 12 now. He'll be 12 now. He was 8 when this happened. Okay, he was 8 years old. And still today, he calls me crying, don't understand why mommy's not there anymore. So I go through things every day. I just don't share it because of the fact that I have to accept life as life is. You know what I'm saying? Even though life isn't promised to us. We're not here forever. Okay, we're here to live our life and die naturally, a natural cause, not die in the hand of a menace, a demonic demon. And so yeah, I go through things, but I don't take it out on other people. You wouldn't know that I go through things because every time you see me, I'm in good spirits. Only time that you see me really show my emotional feelings is the time that I came back from Atlanta and I was pissed the fuck off. Yeah, we when God made us and birthed us into this world, he wanted us to live the journey, our own journey. We all got our own different walks of life, but he wanted when it's time for him to call us home, he wants us to go home from natural causes, not die and because somebody decided to be careless and have a shootout and you get hit by a stray bullet, not somebody that you went and beat you down and beat you up, and a woman beat you down and killed you from beating you up because you didn't want to be with them, and they're such a narcissist, or kill you because So God didn't do that. To do that, don't want us to do that, but because my niece was taken by a demon, I have to learn again how to forgive. How to forgive. And I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Denise, and the rest of y'all that's listening. When I went to his trial of sentencing, and his mother was in the courtroom with us, and down here in Virginia, the inmates that are in jail that's coming to court procedures don't come out into the courtroom. They be on a TV screen. That's how the inmates are treated down here when they inmates and they come into court. They're not unless they, bonded out and come in court that way. But if you're an inmate and you coming from court, they're not taking you up and bringing you out into the courtroom. They're letting you talk on a TV screen. So he had the nerve to try to apologize to us and make excuses on how, first and foremost, ain't no way in hell is anybody's gonna believe that you accidentally shot somebody in the motherfucking head, because you shot her right here in her fucking temple. So how was that accidentally? Okay, so he tried to apologize to us. We didn't want to hear it, but the judge allowed us to make our statement. My 21-year-old niece went first, and she broke down in tears and said that she's glad that this monster is in jail for the rest of his life, and she doesn't want his apology, but because my family is spiritual guided, we have to forgive you in order to us to receive our blessings of healing. That's the only way. But otherwise than that, if it was up to our family, hell no. So with that said, because I'm about to switch up on you, Miss Denise, he got 76 years for killing my niece, and then he got another and then he got 76 years, a life without parole, and then another life sentence for the strangulation of the woman that he was out on bond at. So he was a career criminal. So with that said, as me myself go through ups and downs and things, but because I have learned I had to take anger management classes, when I was a kid. So I had to learn to grow and to adapt into a better person, and that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? So changing is scary to a lot of people, but it's okay to change. If you see yourself struggling, and if you hanging with this person, and you see that hanging with this person ain't doing your life no good, it's okay to say, I'm stepping back and I want to change. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to change for the better. Not to prove anything or prove yourself to anyone but yourself. So you'll be able, because I'm going to use Tommy for example. Tommy is not happy with himself. So as far as to say he looks himself in the mirror to look at his reflection, he's not going to do that because he's not comfortable in his own skin being who he is, a man. So his abandonment as a child and his drug abuse and all the demonic shit that he went through has him growing up being an angry bird. Okay, so when people aren't comfortable in their own skin and can't face their own reflection in the mirror, they lashes out on other people. Okay, so that's why I say it's okay to get in touch with self and to do better, because we all know better. No, he's not going to look. Listen, and that's the fact, and that's not to. It's the truth. Tommy is not comfortable in his own skin because, first and foremost, if he was comfortable in his skin, okay, he wouldn't have to play dress up. Let's keep it 100 though, Miss Denise. If he was comfortable being a gay man, he wouldn't have to play dress up. And he's not comfortable. He's not comfortable for the simple fact that he does. I'm confident. I'm confident in me. You cannot tell me I'm ugly. You cannot tell me I don't look good. You can't tell me I don't dress good because I'm conceited and I have a reason. That's my personality. I'm a Leo. Okay, I have a magnetic personality that draws anybody towards me, and I'm conceited about me because I love me some me. And when you get to the point of loving you for you, then you be comfortable in your own skin. Tommy don't love himself because he's ashamed of himself as a gay man. Hey, there go my boo thing. Hey, Ashley, how you doing tonight, beautiful? God bless you. I hope you had a good day. I love you, baby girl. What's up? What's up, Jersey? Brick City in the building, Jersey. But in all reality, Miss Denise, that's why I'm so proud to know my godfather, Bar Marley, my father, my sisters, my brothers, everybody that put me before a mirror every day of my life used to tell me to look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself. I tell you no lie. I tell you no lie. My mom and my grandmother had a mirror at the at the door, at the front door, and a mirror in everybody's room. Because first and foremost, she had a mirror in everybody's room because she wants to make sure that you like what you see in the mirror. Okay, and then on your way out the door, she wants to make sure you look in the mirror and see if you look appropriate enough for yourself to go outside in the public. So I was taught how to love myself. Tommy wasn't taught how to love himself. That's why he plays dress up and try to be something that he's not. And that's why he tries to perpetrate being a woman. Because he thinks being enough something that he's not, he's gonna get attention. And he don't. He might do when he go out there and be the prostitute that he is, but in all reality, he got to take that costume off and he got to face that mirror that he don't look in. So that's why I always say to y'all, the battle is not yours and own your worth. When I say own your worth, yeah, but guess what though, Ashley? I want you to rewind this video when it's done. He got to turn himself in, so he gonna be sitting in jail too. So he ain't do nothing. I tell my children that, and reality, and figuratively look into the mirror before you look into somebody. Exactly. Yeah, he got to turn himself in too. He got to turn himself into. See, God don't like ugly, and that was dead wrong. But like I said, in order, that's when you ever hear me say this statement: slow hoes don't grow. Y'all lock that in. Slow hoes don't grow. And I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about people in general. When you stay stuck on stupid and your brain is the size of a fucking peanut and you don't want to expand your brain because you're afraid of change and you're afraid to face yourself in the mirror, what you want? What do you want from What if you're not gonna better yourself and then sit back and try to point your fingers at everybody else and the mistakes they take and make in life, that's not cool. That's somebody that's angry at their life and can't get their life together. You like that term? Slow hoes don't grow. That's why you can't. You see. I'm a Leo. Okay, and if you know anything about Leo the Lions, we leaders. I'm the king of the jungle. I'm the king and the lady of the jungle. I was gonna say queen. I ain't no queen because y'all know what that word means. It means a bad thing. But my sign is I'm a Leo. I'm a leader and I'm a positive person. So I got a dominant and a sensitive side of me. You know what I'm saying? So and Ashley, I love you. And you say y'all bossy. Sometimes we control it, but that's because we are a very magnetic kind of person that likes things right. We don't like things wrong. And I'm a leader. I'm not never a follower. And with that, why I'm saying that is because you see how many demons has followed Tommy. You see how many platforms kept promoting all his devilish ways and stuff. Um yeah, queen is a negative thing. And let me finish this statement and then I'm gonna address that. You see he has a lot of demons following him because you see every platform that is up on YouTube that follows Tommy the Gossip's bullshit and demonic demon spirit. They always go against Alvo. They always go against Miss K. Okay, because they followers. You feel me? They're not their leadership. They don't have leadership. They like SL Davis. She disliked Alvo for what reason? She ain't got. She don't even know this man. She only knows this man of his breakup from Shamar. But she sits on her platform and makes up all these lies. Yeah, y'all. I think Alvo gonna be drinking all day, but she drinks all day. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say we got to pay attention on what's really going on. And no, I'm not trying to make y'all come to my live. And no, I'm not trying to do all of that. I'm just trying to wake y'all up and smell the coffee. And smell the coffee. You understand what I'm saying? And smell the damn coffee and know what's really going on in life. And stop being a follower and try to lead because y'all have children, okay, in this world today. And whether you want to believe it or not, your children is watching everything you do. So if your children see you up on the internet involved with negativity, what do you think they're gonna do? They lead. You got to lead by example. And when they say the apple don't fall far from the tree, they're trying to say that your children are watching what you do, and especially with some of these women that have young teenage girls, and you got your young teenage girl got all these weaves in their hair, all them I hate those things that they put on their eyelashes. I think that looks so crazy on a black chick or anybody. That's crazy, but we got to lead by example, especially for the next generation. Who? Yeah, she do. You right, Ashley. She'll talk about. That's what I said. Everybody that Tommy was trying to bring down, you SL Davis, Blast, that bedtime. And that other dude now that's trying to clip everything that Al will do, because what they do is they copy they followers. They're not leaders. They followers, and they post all the evil shit, okay, and talk evil about these people, knowing that they got issues of their own. Bedtime got a bitch that stay in jail. SL Davis got an alcoholic problem and a drug problem. Blast, she got medical history. Her foot was cut off. because she paying attention to everybody else's business and trying to downrate everybody else, but your health is out of control. You've been in jail. Your light bill was $800. You was begging for a light bill, but yet these same people that going through all their drama and misery wants to take it out and make up lies and talk bad about Alvo and Miss K. Okay? So let's keep it 100. You got to have a mind of your own. You exactly, Pooh. You got to have a mind of your own. Okay, yes, we all like to laugh. Okay, everything we all like to laugh. I know I do because I'm a goofy ass. I'm a goofy ass motherfucker, right? For real, for real. I love to laugh. I'm real goofy. My friends will tell you, girl, she'll keep you. I'll keep you laughing from the time we wake up until the time we die, to the time we go to bed. But let's make it clear, though. Tommy's not funny because none of that he has done on his platform was funny to me. I don't care how many different wigs he put on. That wasn't comedy to me. Okay, his platform was built to tear people down, and the people that he was tearing down were and are in the same predicament that he is. As far as his health goes, no, they don't. I don't think there's too many of them that has his health issues. But as far as being low budget, SSI, he keep talking about Section 8 apartments. He got a CPN apartment, which is a CPN apartment goes along with the health issues that he got. That's why he's able to get the CPN apartment that pays $300 a month. So he won't talk about his faults and his habits and drug habits and his problems, but he was tearing out other people that were struggling and trying to come off their problems or can't talk. You're right. You know what I'm saying? So then, thanks for the love, ladies. And then because now he's being exposed, but I already know, and I feel it in my heart that the people that were supporting him or are still supporting him, they know that he's a liar. They know that he's a fucking a nuisance to not only society but a nuisance to himself. Okay, so we all know this, but because they so adapt of being very hateful and want to tear other people down because their souls are miserable, because they're miserable. Because first and foremost, we how the fuck could we hate on Alva when his content is about what he do in his life? That's him living his life, sharing his life journey on what he do. Okay, Miss K, it's her journey. So how are we sitting up here trying to downgrade somebody sharing their journey and telling them what they doing on their journey is wrong? And then you got Tommy the Gossip sitting on the motherfucking bed all day long trying to tell you about somebody else. How did he know anything about anybody? He don't go outside to be around them. So that's why I say the people that sit around him has to have a bitter heart or are predators like him or has been sexually abused by predators like him. Because my acknowledgement, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all why people were sitting around him. And I say the people, and I pray for the people that sit around. I pray that they find some kind of spiritual guidance to show that it's not okay to get up here and try to down anybody, because none of us is perfect. None of us is perfect. And to hear Tommy the Gossip, are y'all serious? And y'all know that he sleep all day and stay up all night because he's scared of the dark, and know that he's lying about other people and making up all kinds of lies. Look how he tried to talk shit about Alva and his mother. Ain't even been in their house. Oh yeah, she's sleeping on the couch. How is she sleeping on the couch? And you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You have to start loving yourself first. Because once you start loving yourself first and believing in self, you'll be able to love thy neighbor. You'll be able to embrace. Um, he hates. He embrace each other. His hatred. Ashley, his hatred for Avo is rejection. It's the rejection. And is the rejection that Avo gave to him. Avo was 21 years old. He rejected Tommy and left Tommy's house when he was 22. He ain't been seen Tommy in almost it's going on almost 5 years now. So what's the beef? The beef is he didn't want to be with Tommy. That's why Tommy's arguing with him. But I'm sorry, y'all. Woo, my knee is acting up. Y'all, we ladies, I love y'all. I love y'all. When I say I love y'all, understand I love y'all. Well, now you know the answer, Miss D. I love you more, Miss Denise. Now you know the real answer why he really hate Avo and want to fight Avo is because Avo loved Shamar and probably still care and love about Shamar because he gave all of him to Shamar. Avo loved Shamar and Abel and Shamar ended up to be together, and Tommy wanted to be with Abel. Okay, and Abel rejected him. So that's why he hates Abel because the love that he wanted from Abel gave it to Shamar, and that's the bottom line. That's real tough. But ladies, you are more than welcome to come here every day. Every time you see me, you are more than welcome to come here. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share and like the video and share and subscribe. I don't know. I'm just saying what they say, but I'm never telling you to send no money to me. It's not about that. It is not about anybody sending money to anybody up in here. Okay, babe. I love you, Brick City. But I've been up here for 3 hours, and it is 10:05, and y'all know that I work and I get up in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning because I pray before the sun comes up, and then have to be at work at 6:30. So I want y'all to know I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all, and we had a beautiful group tonight. And may God bless every last one of y'all. Sleep with the angels. Own your worth. And know that I always keep all of y'all in my prayer. So, with that said, know that the battle is not yours, it's the Lord. And know that the only way you're going to grow if you sit back and accept who you are and not try to be somebody else and not try to compare yourself to somebody else. Just be you, okay? And know that I love y'all and know that we gonna make this group better than what it is. And I thank you too, Miss Denise. And I'm gonna send you that. I'm gonna post that picture of the cloud, and then I'm gonna address it to you, and I'm gonna show you what I was talking about. Okay. So with that said, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. I gotta go smoke, of course. Um, and I got to get ready to go to bed because I got to get up to go to work in the morning. But I promise y'all I'll be back up here. You welcome. I'll be back. We'll be back up here tomorrow night, and it'll be 8 o'clock. I promise y'all. I know I be saying 8 o'clock, but I be so hyped, be ready to talk to y'all. I come on early, but I promise y'all it'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow because it's Friday night. So I know a lot of y'all got to get your kids ready for bed and for the weekend and everything else. So I'm gonna give y'all 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and I love y'all. And with that said, y'all. Um, let's love each other. You'll be here. Okay, Ashley. I love y'all. I love you, Ashley. You my boo thing. All right, boo thing. Jersey, Brick City in the building. And if y'all ladies ever feel the need that y'all need and want to talk about something, feel free. The topic is all of ours. Okay, this is all of our group. I'm trying to stretch it out because I'm waiting for it to be 3 hours and 2, 1, 3 hours. Okay, ladies, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night. And with that said, love yourself first because you can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself first. And know that the battle is not yours, it's the Lord. And with that say, two up, two down, BA all day. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bless up. Love y'all. Stay true to you.